Hi there, my name is Sharon. I am a 48-year-old Canadian living in Vienna for the past 20 years. I've been teaching Pilates for the past 15 years. It's basically saved my life from many, many injuries as a professional dancer. Here at InDancity, the studio that I own and direct in Vienna, I noticed that my Pilates training has really, really enhanced the quality of so many people's lives. I hope it does the same for you, and I look forward to training with you. Hi there. Welcome to Sha Pilates. Pilates with that little extra sha. Let's begin with the feet hip width apart. We slowly bend and stretch the legs, making sure we stay in parallel with the knees going over the first and second toes. Take a deep floating breath up to the ceiling and slowly roll yourself down. Relax your head, shake it out, and do a few knee releases here. One knee after the other, keeping that head heavy, the shoulders dropped. And then with both knees, we slowly roll up. Let's open the shoulders and round down. Open and round. Try to let the movement undulate through the whole spine. And now take the elbows up, open, and curl. Up, open, and curl. Up, open, and big arm circles. Up, open. You'll see that every time I round my back, I'm pulling the pelvis forward into north rolling. Staying here in a standing cat back. I'm going to open into a standing cow, arch the back, and exhale, pull forward. Inhale again, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, pressing the fingertips forward. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale, pull the tummy in forward and stick it all out and shove it all in. Here we go, circling the arms, and you're just deepening into this curve. And change the direction of the arms. It's just really to distract from my thighs going on fire. And take a nice inhale, exhale, release down, stretch, and walk your hands, your feet back. We're going to bend one knee after the other. Now enjoying a release into the spine, into the hips. And again, return your feet to your hands or your hands to your feet. Soften your knees. Roll all the way up. Adjust your junk and circle the feet. Circle the hands. Open the fingertips. Enjoy this feeling of being a fabulous flamenco dancer. Just juicing the joints. And second side, push over the toes, open those fingers, generous through the universe of our pelvis and into the joints. 3 and 4. Now squeeze those heels together in Pilates stance. Inner thighs pull up to the pelvic floor, snatch your butt in and tip your head to the side. Small half circle to the other side. Again, just finding your neck, and we'll stay with the head over to the right. Gently dip and lift, relaxing your arms, all the while pulling your navel in, squeezing your bum, pelvic floor up, and lift, find your height. Other side, releasing that arm, pulling your legs nice and long. 2 more like that. And now we go into full side bend up, shift the hips away from the head and the hands. So I'm reaching those fingers. My weight is in the opposite foot. Find your height each and every time, squeezing through neutral and lengthening over. Deep breath here, butt squeeze, guns in and lift up. Again, over we go, and now we're going to stay here. Reach up to the ceiling and play the air guitar. Whomp, round and drop. Circle that arm up and over, second side. Floating your focus and your fingers up. And let's release. Drop. 2. One. Lift yourself. Keep your heels pressed together. It's a bit of a strange feeling, but we want to really connect those inner thighs, finding the pelvic floor and your bum. Good. Squeezing up and down, another 2 like that. And then with the 1 we hold, hands to the pelvis. Whoop. Bend your knees and stretch it up. It's a little genie in a bottle feeling. And stretch it up. Twice more. And let's take the arms out to the side, and we're going to stay here. Pull the pelvis north. Lengthen it south. Let's check it out sideways. Pull it north like a dirty dog and south. Again, scoop it north and open it south. Last time, north and south. Come to neutral. Stretch your legs, heels down, feet together. Circle the arms, keeping your elbows a little bit soft and the fingertips up to the ceiling. You'll feel a neural opening in the forearm. Stay here, deep breath. And exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, return to center. Light on the heels. Exhale, twist to the left. Let's do that again. Inhale, center, keeping your hips forward. And twist to the right. Legs active. Bum is squeezed. Neck is long. And center. Good. Lift back up. Wow, wow. Lift up 1 foot. Circle it around. 1. Keep those arms actively supporting the balance and change the direction. 1, 2, 3, and let's release it down. Plie and arrive. Second side. 1. Big stirring the pot toes. And good. Change the direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time each side. This time we stay in the plie, trying to maintain the stability of that parallel. There we go. 3 and 4. Change. 1, 2. Nice and deep in the ankles and the knees. Stretch up and sink out and down. And 1. Nice and deep. Sitting down. 3 and 4. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're up. Come to the back of your mat. Take a deep breath up. Tip the body forward into a flat back. Now the weight is in my heels and my fingertips are pulled forward. I'm going to keep that long flat back and bring the arms like wings behind and then lengthen forward again. Keeping the focus onto the mat and stretch, trying to bring the arms together as close as possible behind you and then forward. Last time, down and up. Release the arms down. Walk into the elephant position and really find this nice long opening in the whole body. Good. From here, we're going to round the pelvis north and we're long and lifted towards a high plank. Feel that head going forward. Then take the chin to the chest, undulate through the chest, the waist, and open back to the elephant. Again, I'm going to lift my heels. Pubic bone comes forward. Lengthen out. Find that high plank. Pull the shoulders down. Chin to the chest. Scoop it under. Lower the heels. Take a stretch. Twice more. Make sure your arms are a little bit soft when we have the weight on the hands. Lengthen. Chin to the chest. And open out. Last time, curl it up and lengthen it forward. I'm gonna lower my one elbow down and the other. My heels are nicely pressed back into the plank. And now we're gonna do the Sha version of the plank by rounding the pelvis under, lifting the heels forward and looking into the pubic bone. Lengthen back into plank. Exhale, find that little extra Sha. And open it out. And pull it forward and Sha. And open it out. And find the Sha. Stay here. Bend one knee after the other. Keep your shoulder blades rounded. Your tummy is in. Your legs active. Both knees down. Lengthen out. That's the Sha. All right, let's go on. We have a loosey-goosey bum. See it? Fantastic. And we're open and long in the back. There's no dropping, okay? With the exhale, again, pubic bone begins. Pull the navel in. Round that back as much as you can to lift the pubic bone off the mat. Then slowly sequence back down. Pubic bone, waist, chest, and face. North rolling, pushing into your hands, pulling the ribs to a curve. Drop the head. Return pubic bone, waist, chest, face. Twice more. Exhale, tuck it under. So your hips stay nice and relaxed. My legs as well. So the work is really, really concentrated in the core. And the last time we curl up, and you're going to stay in this position and deepen that pelvis up. And now we're doing little taps up and up and up and lift. Good. And 4 more and 3, 2, 1, and release it nice and down. Opening stretch. One elbow, look up. Chin to the chest, release it down. And stretch and twist, look up. Release it down. Very good. Hands underneath the shoulders. And shift yourself back into the child's pose. Let your body sway and move a little bit. Good. Roll yourself up, and we're going into thigh stretch. Thigh stretch is really not a very good name for this exercise, so we'll call it thigh grip. So we're going to start with just doing a little dirty dog north rolling, yeah, to make sure that you really find that connection of the bum pulling up into the tum, yeah? So imagine you have a tail, right? So pulling your tailbone under, yes, and if you want, you can touch it. And good. Now I want you to stay in this north rolling and bring your hands to your thighs. Everything stays long. This is tucked under, and we shift the weight backwards. Return it back onto the knees. The distance between my knees and my head is the same. I'm just angling backwards, and I'm squeezing my butt, making butter out of a nut. That's gross. Lift up, good. Squeeze up, and one more time like that. And now as we come up, I want you to open up and take a deep breath here. Push your toes together. Okay, the toes together gets our inner thighs more activated. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull the butt forward. Crack a nut. And here we go, lengthening forward. Inhale, squeeze to lift up. Again, exhale, pubic bone flying forward with the fingers and the face, and lift up. Good, push those toes together even more. Twice more, lift it out. And squeeze your bum and your tum to come up. And reach, lift it out, and you guessed it, we're going to stay here for a moment. Twist towards the right, both shoulders active. Squeeze back into the center. How's your butt? And twist to the left, and center. Again, twist to the right. Let the focus follow the fingers, and center. Squeeze your butt more, and to the left, and center. Lift up. Sit down on your heels, bang it out. Damn, right? What I'm talking about with thigh stretch. Jeez. Okay, let's bring the elbows down underneath the shoulders. Shift your left knee into the center of the mat and extend your right leg into a long parallel position. You lift it up, flex, kick, point, lower it down. Again, lift, kick, point, again, lift. Stomachs in, finding that long, long spine we just worked on in the spine, in the thigh stretch. Good, and keeping the weight equidistant between the elbows and the knees. Equidistant, pretty good, huh? And point, lower twice more. Kick, point, leg is parallel. Kick. All right, now we're going to start to sweep and arc. So I'm sweeping my leg across the body. I'm following it with my focus to lower it down and open. Again, I sweep. So it's like my tail that I so elegantly bit earlier is now sweeping all the way around, splaying it up and bringing it over. So my pelvis is moving with my leg, initiating my leg. Stop here. Reverse that. Up and over. Woo! And pull. And what's so much fun is that the supporting hip is also like giving it hard, right? And up and open. Reach. This is the last time. Up and open. But we certainly don't stop there. Flex your foot. Up and down here for 8 and 7. Good. Stretch the leg. Stomach is still in. Up. Another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank God. Roll that forward. Bring your heel onto the mat. So there's a slight turnout. Make sure your pelvis is shifting in between the legs and the knee doesn't come in front of your heel. Shifting here. A little bit of movement. It's always nice. Good. Tuck those back toes under and we'll lengthen the knee off and bring it back down. Again, up and down and up and down. And the last time, up. Push that heel back and down. Release the toes. Flex the front foot and shift your pelvis backwards. Try to keep open in the chest. It's not rounded. Open. And then again, let's wag that tail. There's a lot of tail talk today. And shift. Good, everyone. All right, let's bring that leg behind. Bring the elbows down. Shift into the center with the right knee, lengthen the left leg, and we begin with the lift. Kick your own butt, point and lower it down. Shoulders are away from the ears, stomach is towards the spine, pelvic floor is lifted, neck is long, leg parallel, kick, reach, down, another 3. And this is supposed to also release the thigh stretch, yeah? So let it release, plop in, and here we go. Swinging and arcing, so sweep, up and touch, and sweep. And let your focus go with it, so there's no tightness in the neck. Reach, Up and over and reach. Up and let's start from there. Up and over the rainbow and reach. Good. And we get to see both ends of the rainbow. Find your personal pot of gold. And up, touch. Around and up, touch. Around, here we go. Really find those arms. Flex your foot. Lift it up for 8. Tummy is in 7. Whoo, supporting butt is burning. Yeah. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Move that leg forward. Heel is on the mat. Shift the pelvis. And again. Small releases. Relaxing, enjoying the openness in the hips. Tuck the back toes under, lengthen the leg off, bring it back down. Neck is relaxed, roll your leg and down. Twice more, push and lower and push. Lower, point your toes, flex the front foot, shift backwards. And again, wag that tail because we are very happy that's over. And that's good. All right, we're gonna pull the leg through to come sitting on the bum. Adjust whatever you need, be it balls or bellies. Bring your feet down and grab underneath your knees. Good. Now we talked already about north rolling, so we're gonna exhale and pull that pubic bone forward, lengthening until your arms are pretty much stretched. Then returning it up and finding your sit bones. And again, north rolling, continue with that round and rolling action. And bring it up, long and lifted in the neck. Twice more like that. Curl, north rolling, pull the navel to the spine, shoulders relaxed, and bring it forward and up. And the last time, curl it under, and we lengthen the arms forward. Stretch your right leg, lift it up and down, pull it back. Left leg and up and down. Keep this really stable in the core. Down and up. And if that's feeling a bit too much, you can have the hands under the knees as you go up. Good. Or for a slightly more advanced version, we now take the opposite arm and lower, tap, and always with that curve, north rolling and pelvis. 2 more, lift it up and touch it down. And the last time up and touch it down. Good. Lift yourself up, stretch long and lengthen all the way down. Slowly roll yourself all the way up. We're going to bring the hands again underneath the shoulders, coming into a simple cat back, using the abs we just did in the exact same position. Tuck the toes under and lift the knees off the floor. Pulling one knee after the other into the nose. Keep it really curved through the shoulders as well. Good. Another 8. Tummy tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips, lower the heels down. Shake out your head, bend one knee after the other. Walk your feet into your hands or your hands into your feet. Take a softening in the knees and now push against the floor to slowly roll up. Deep breath up. I'd like to point out that we didn't go onto our back once during this session, which I think is really great because we don't necessarily have to always lie down to do all the work. It's fantastic to do it in sitting, standing, on all fours, and it gives a lot of variety. So lifting up, exhale down and up, And down. Stand yourselves up. Bring your heels together. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze the butts and the guts. Reach your arms up. Clap. Push your feet back to parallel. Find your length. Find your strength. Pull yourself in the center. Give me a wink with that little extra sha. Ta-ta. So that little extra sha. Hope you enjoyed training as much as I did. Let me know by dropping a like, pushing the bell, or a comment down below. Stay tuned. There's going to be lots more videos coming up. I can't wait to train with you. Sha Pilates. Get that little extra sha.